right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, we're going to start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
the double honors to the elders, apostles at GMS, and salutations and blessings to the Hakim around the world, preaching and teaching the truth. All right, we the GMS Memphis camp in Yakanan.
I'm at nine. Brother Karan.
All right, and today we got a lesson going into controlling thy tongue. Okay, we had a example this past Saturday at camp of Jake's not being able to control their tongue. You know, if you watch the video, you'll see that after camp, Jake just came up, rudely interrupting us, and that's not of the spirit, man, of the Lord. So we already knew what we were dealing with right then and there, But we got some precepts lined up, and Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson for the elect. Y'all got it.
This Sirach chapter 37, verse 18.
Yep.
4 manner of things appear, good and evil, life and death. But the tongue ruleth over them continually.
Yep. It said the tongue ruleth over them continually. So you gotta control your tongue, man. You gotta rule over your spirit. What is that? That's in Proverbs
29, I think.
Yeah, Bible for sure. See if we can find it. Cause that's what you have to do. We have to control your tongue, man. You have to control your mouth. All right, that causes for a lot of confusion to be, to be stirred up. If you, constantly, excessively talking, babbling, speaking when not spoken to, okay, things like that, man. That causes people. What was that scripture we brought out when we were in class? It says basically to cause a man to hate you, dislike you, because of you constantly speaking. Can't remember which one it was.
The one I brought downstairs. It's Sirach.
Was that it?
I think it's the Lord willing.
Let's see if we can find that one too.
Yeah,
that opening up, constantly opening up your mouth and speaking when basically speaking out of turn. Okay, that'll cause a person to dislike you, or constantly running your mouth, babbling, talking. Did you find that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I was speaking to the brother.
I think he had Proverbs 29:5.
Yeah, get that one first.
This Proverbs 25 and 28.
Mm-hmm.
He that have no rule over his spirit, his own spirit, is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Right, and you have to have control over your spirit, man. Okay, and that's how you're gonna be able to rule your tongue, ruling your spirit. Okay, so that's something that most Jake don't have. They don't have the ability to do, is control their spirit and control their tongue, man. Jake will just let anything fly out his mouth, man.
This Sirach 20, and I'm gonna jump around in this chapter.
Okay, you got it, brother.
I'm gonna read verse 1, Sirach 21. There is a reproof that is not comely. Again, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise.
See, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise. Cause it tells you in Sirach, not Sirach, Ecclesiastes is a time to speak. Okay. Every time you hear something, you're around people, you shouldn't always be opening up your mouth, man. Always speaking. It's a time to be quiet, man. Yep.
Jumping down to verse 5, Sirach 20 and 5. There's one that keepeth silence and is found wise.
See?
And another by much babbling becoming hateful. Right, much babbling becoming hateful. And some man hold his tongue because he had not to answer, and some keep his silence knowing his time.
You got it, bro.
Right, knowing his time. It's a time to speak and it's a time to shut up.
Yep.
You just gotta know what time,
Yeah.
Cause I wanna say, it just escaped me. Lord, when I bring that out. Cause he said don't use much talk in the midst of elders. With paraphrasing that.
Yeah, that also can link with that keep thy foot
Yeah.
You know, when I go to the house of the Lord, man, because ultimately, man, you're in the presence of greatness. You're in a holy place. You shouldn't be doing too much yapping. You should be doing more listening.
God. And I got it. So like 7:14, use not many words in a multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayers.
Ooh.
The same thing what the Lord said, Matthew the 6th chapter. Don't be like the hypocrites do. Using vain words, repetition, like the Lord didn't hear you the first time.
Right.
You know? So let me go back to Sirach 20. I'm going to read 5 again. It says, Sirach 20 and 5, there's one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another by much babbling becoming hateful. Some man holdeth his tongue because he had not to answer, and some keepeth silence knowing his time. They said when a fool hold his tongue, he is considered wise.
Mm-hmm. Even a fool,
Right.
can, you know, if you're quiet, don't nobody know that you're a fool because you know what I mean. They don't know you quiet.
Yep.
But once you start to open your mouth, hey, what it say? Lay open his folly. He said, "Oh, this nigga crazy, man. He don't know what he talking about." So, hey, there's nothing wrong with being quiet, man. Brothers, also in the truth, we have to understand that as well, man. That's not just for Jake and the world. I was using him as an example, but this is for brothers too. You know, we can learn to, you know, hey, keep quiet at times, man. Everything doesn't require, you know, you to say something, man. Some things, man, you can just keep quiet about, man. A head nod, you know, whatever. You know, you got it.
So like 27, a wise man will hold his tongue till he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. You know, it said he that useth many words should be abhorred, and he that taketh to himself authority therein should be hated. So yeah, that's the point. Because could say use not many words, and let your words be short. You know, so that's pretty much the point. You know, a wise man will hold his tongue till he see the opportunity. You know, you got to preach up. Because you know these scriptures speak for itself, and you know pretty much the book of Sirach deal with wisdom. You know.
Hey, this is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 23. And it says, whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles. This is Proverbs 21 and 23 in the NLT. Watch. Okay. Watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble.
Because just like when you, for example, when cops pull you over, you are doing all that wah-wah, you know, in front of the cops, instead of just agreeing with your adversary, you can get him up. It can take longer. The process can take longer because the officer just said, I just need your driver's license and your registration. You like, nah, nigga, for what? For what? What I do? Tell me what I do.
Yeah.
Now he want to pull you out the car, you know? And all you had to do was shut up and just listen.
Just be quiet, listen, and like you always tell me, man, your stepfather, he got that it's called laconic speaking. You wait before you give an answer. Before you start talking, you patient. You listen first. Listen to what they saying, then you give an answer.
Yeah, you think before you speak.
Think before you speak.
Like my stepfather, you know, I believe he gas, so his time was like 30 minutes or something.
Right.
You know, when I was a child, you know, 5 minutes, you know, can I go outside and play? Waited 5 minutes, feel like an hour. Like,
Right.
That's a no, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm still why, you know. You got it.
This is Proverbs 21 and 23 in the David Guzik commentary. It say, whoever guards his mouth and tongue, what we say is important. And some of the instruments of speech are the mouth and tongue. It is good to guard what we say and not speak everything that comes to mind. Keeps his soul from troubles. Unguarded words can bring a lot of trouble.
See, not controlling the tongue can bring a lot of trouble. You got to be careful what you say, and also who you say it to.
Right.
You know, speaking certain words to certain men, hey, you get yourself fucked up, man. Dealing with the Lord, you know, with how He takes it. Hey, Lord can be offended. They said, Scripture say, you don't want to offend the Lord's little ones, man. So you don't know who you talking, talking shit about. You know, that's why hey, you gotta control that tongue, man. Be careful what you say.
And I got an account in the book of Acts, and let's read this. Acts 12 and 21.
You got it.
It said, and upon a set day, Herod, arrayed in warrior apparel, sit upon his throne and made an oration unto them. So pretty much he made a speech unto them.
Mm-hmm.
And the people gave a shout, saying, "It is the voice of a God, and not of man." You know.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave him all this praise after this speech. You know. And immediately the angel of the Lord smote him, because he gave not the Most High the glory, and he was eating of worms and gave up the spirit. So because of that speech, pretty much glorified himself. Like the Most High went on and took his ass out to show the people like this nigga ain't nothing but a man.
Yeah.
And for one, he ain't give glory to the Most High, because the Most High rule in the kingdom of man.
That's right.
The Most High sit you upon that throne. Same thing with Esau. Esau think he did on his own. You know, he come out with these proud sayings. It's easy that a caveman can do it. Now, no, the Most High put you in that position, man.
Mm-hmm.
And in due time, he better put his only begotten son in that position, man, when he sent him back.
That's right, bro.
You know? So you can't make proud statements because it's an angel watching you. You can say behind, do front of the mirror by yourself, but guess what? Angel right there. You know?
Yep.
You got some?
Mm-hmm. I got some. This Ecclesiastes 10 and 20. Curse not the king, nor not in thy thought.
Wait, in your thought. Go ahead.
Curse not the rich in thy bedchamber, for a bird of the earth should carry the voice.
Wait, the bird of the air, that's the angels. What should carry that message? Go ahead.
And that which have wings should tell the matter.
Exactly. So you gotta be careful what you say. Can you hold it Matthew 12 and 36?
Yep.
I got you.
Quick one.
You got it.
Oh yeah, this is Proverbs 6 and 16. It says, "These 6 things do the Lord hate.
Yeah.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look."
Oh, that's one thing about it. A pride was not made for man. It's the beginning of sin.
Right.
You know? So we can't be proud. And one thing about it, when you proud, you say anything. Like off the wall shit when you proud, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Yes,
if I
sir.
may,
You got it,
if
bro.
I may add, you say anything, but then it don't even make sense.
It don't make sense.
Like a woman, I don't want no 9 to 5 guy. Meanwhile, you just got done clocking out at Domino's.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's hypocrites pretty
Hey,
much.
you know, women, they can't control their tongue whatsoever.
Nah.
So it says, a proud look, a lying tongue.
Wait, speaking false accusation,
Yep.
false tongues,
Right.
slanders.
Mm-hmm.
And the law said that should not lie.
Right.
You know? Especially when you causing the Lord people to err.
Yep.
Hey, another one, the Revelation 13 and 16.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
You're not saying that Revelation 13 and 16 is speaking about the RFID and planet grain and rice. You speaking lies.
That's right.
Anything other than the RFID and the mink chip imp, you speaking a lie, man. If you're a false prophet, you speaking lies. Your mouth gotta be stopped, man.
Yeah. You're going to be dealt with, man.
Yeah.
Yep. It says, and hands that shed innocent blood.
You know that's Esau.
Yep. It says, and heart that devise wicked imaginations, feet that be swift to running to mischief,
Mm-hmm.
a false witness that speaketh lies.
Yeah.
See, you were just going into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he that soweth discourse among brethren.
Yep.
So that's a way to sow discourse, man. You speaking lies, you running your mouth, talking, gossiping. You know, hey man, the Lord it said He hate that, man. He gonna deal with you. So, yeah, I got it, bro.
I'm gonna get this Matthew. This Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak,
See?
they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
Every idle word, man. You gotta be careful what you say. Be careful what you speak, man. That tongue will get you destroyed, man. Hey, that was it. We just mentioned it earlier. The life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Right, life and death in the power of the tongue. That's real.
It's real.
You know.
100 shots.
Right.
And came back, you know.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey, this Matthew 12:37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
Yeah, you can be condemned by your words, man. You know, you going around saying things that, hey, you just messed up. You just messed yourself up, man, with the Lord by just something you said that you felt like wasn't, was harmless. You know, but hey, like we mentioned earlier, it's about what you say and who you say it to. Because if you offend, man, hey, that's a hefty fine to pay toward to the Lord, man. He gonna hold you accountable for that, man, and say every idle word. So, hey, like the lesson is going into, man, controlling that tongue, man. You need to make sure you're in the spirit of watching what you say. You know, being careful with your words. You know, when you're speaking to brothers, there's a certain way you should speak to brothers. Brothers don't talk to brothers like, hey, niggas on the street.
Right.
You know, be careful with your speech, man, and what you say with your tongue.
Yep.
You got it, brothers.
I got control in the New Oxford American Dictionary.
Okay.
It goes into the power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. Hey, that said a lot, cause just you watching what you say. If you don't watch what you say, man, you can cause life and death in the tongue. You know, like what make good players. Like say for instance, if you in a championship round and you say the wrong thing, when the team go out there and play, they not gonna have that mindset. They gonna remember what you said, and now you thought y'all ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's why they did the speech
Right
before game.
Right.
You know, try to help them
Motivate
you.
Right.
You know, their tongue.
And that's beautiful because it's like us being in the truth. We motivate brothers to
Exhort
keep going and exhort them, and even the apostles motivating brothers to keep going.
Right.
So life and death is really in the tongue.
In the tongue, yeah.
You know.
Come on, let me give this James 3:5. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasted great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindled. And the tongue is a fire, a wall of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and set it on fire the course of nature, and is set on fire of hell. It said, for every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea, is tamed and had been tamed of mankind. Right, so in the NLT they said people tame all kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, and fish, but no one can tame the tongue.
Man.
It said it is restless and evil, full of deadly poison. Yeah, then it says sometimes it praises our Lord and Father, and sometimes it curses those who have been made in the image of the Most High. And so blessing and cursings come pouring out the same mouth. Surely, my brothers and sisters, this is not right.
See?
That's a lot, man.
That's it a lot.
Yeah, and that was in the James the 3rd chapter. You want to start at what was it? I started at 7. You know, but yeah, your tongue, man.
Gotta watch that.
You know, you talking bad.
Yeah.
Hey, you get trouble. You know, you try to talk back to your elders.
Yeah.
No mama didn't play that. You talking back.
Yeah. Hey, and just think about it, man. Lord know your thoughts. And that's going into that area of the word too, man. Lord know what you thinking, man. You know, you think some foul shit. You didn't even say it. Lord can judge you, man. You know? So what we got?
We'll say the answer of the tongue coming from the Lord too.
Yeah.
You got it.
I got a quick one. This is Matthew 15 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defiles a man.
Yeah.
And that's right.
That's a good close on this one right there.
Okay. Yes, Matthew 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 18:21. You brought this out?
Nope.
It said, death and life are in the power of the tongue. We quoted it. So death and
Yeah.
life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it should eat the fruit thereof.
Right.
The consequences.
That's it. Yeah. So, hey, the whole point is, man, being careful and watching what you say,
Yeah.
knowing that tongue is powerful, man. That's a real weapon. You got things that you can say to people, man, that'll hurt them more than a punch in the, in the nose, getting hit with something.
Mm-hmm.
That's well, they say the word was that in Hebrew.
Still form too.
Yeah, but that's facts though, man. Words hurt, man.
Yep.
Things you say, they hurt.
Mm-hmm.
There's power behind that. You got it.
I was
Bro.
just gonna say, like, I know a lot of guys when I get him up, they don't want to talk. They're like, I got a lawyer, speak to my lawyer.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Lord, because we can't speak to the Most High.
Right.
Go say he made intercessions for us.
Right, bro.
But that's just in a carnal sense. They're like, I got a lawyer, speak to my lawyer, I ain't talking to you. I ain't saying nothing, they just be quiet. I got a lawyer who gonna speak to
Yeah,
me.
because the more you talk, what you make your situation worse.
Yeah.
You make matters worse, man.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't helping the cause, man. All you can do is make it worse. So no, hey, talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to my lawyer.
Yep. You got it.
Hey, this is Matthew 5:37. But let your communication be yea and yea, nay and nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. Man, hey, that was real simple. And let it be nay and nay, yea and yea.
Yeah.
You say any other thing other than what was asked of you
Right.
is really, you going out pretty, but you tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it said yeah and yeah, pretty much like we can't swear on the Bible. You believe it or you don't.
Right.
You know?
It is what it is.
Nigga be like, hey, put on somebody, put on God, put on your mama.
Right.
Nah, man.
It's evil
So yeah be
communication.
yay.
You got it, brother. Right.
Last one.
Yeah. This Sirach 32 starting at 7.
Yes, you have something.
This Sirach 32 and 7. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked.
Mm-hmm.
Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth, and yet holdeth his tongue.
Right. Be as one that knoweth, and yet holdeth his tongue. It's a time to speak. It's a time to be quiet. And hey, if you have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that's part of using, like the brother was saying in the book of Sirach. It breaks down the wisdom of how to be judges and when to speak, how to move.
Yeah.
You got another one?
Yeah, one more. Because
Yeah.
the brother quoted this Sirach 32 and 9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them.
Right.
And when ancient men are in place, use not many words.
See?
Yep.
That's to the point, man. You want to get something else, brother?
Yeah, I mean, the point been made, but I know that came to mind like excessive talking.
Yeah.
Doing too much because you see the pastors around you, or a great man, an elder around you. You want to act Hollywood.
Show them all everything you know.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I got a precept, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, this 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 3. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogancy come out your mouth. For the Lord is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
That's it, man.
Yeah,
So that sums it up, man. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson for the elect. Once again, we're going to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Give double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS, and salutations and blessings to the Akim around the world. preaching and teaching this truth. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.